guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make an easy overlay for your guys' stream in Streamlabs OBS without having to really use anything but Streamlabs OBS. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys what I threw together earlier today, and I'm going to show you guys how I did it. So I'm going to show you guys make a starting scene, a be right back scene, a game scene, and if you play like mobile games, how to make one like that. So let's get right into it. So let's create new, and we're just gonna call this example 2, and we're gonna click done. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is you're gonna rename this to starting scene, or starting soon. Whoops. Starting soon. And I'm horrible at spelling, by the way. The next thing you're gonna do is, hold on. You're gonna go Mr. YouTube. Okay, so once you go to YouTube, you're gonna look up free background videos, and you're gonna choose one of the many videos that they have that are for free with no copyright that you can use. So I have already downloaded one, so I'm gonna use the one that I have already downloaded. So once you pick a video, you're gonna go to Google, and you're going to type in download YouTube video. You're gonna click on, I usually click on the first one, and you're gonna copy and paste the link there, and you're gonna download the video. Once you have the video downloaded, you're going to go to this plus right here, and you're gonna click on media source, and you're gonna click on add, and then you're gonna put whatever you want. I'm gonna put background because it's gonna be our background. You're gonna click add source. You're gonna browse for your source. Where did I put it? I put it in downloads. Nope. Videos. Yep. And then I'm gonna go, where is it? Examples, and I'm gonna use this video. So you click open, and you're gonna click on loop because you want it to be on a loop. If you don't click loop, your video is gonna stop, and it's just gonna stop and it's gonna freeze. So here we have our video. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a color source. Add a color source. I'm gonna name it black because the first color source I'm gonna add is black. You could use whatever color you guys want. So whatever color are your color schemes that you chose, you're gonna use those colors. But for this one, I'm gonna use purple and black because I like purple and I like black. And I don't know, that's just what I found earlier. So you're gonna make it big, and then you're gonna hold down your Alt key, and it's gonna shrink it like this. So hold Alt makes it shrink like this. You're gonna make it bigger. You're gonna go like this. So, oops. I gotta click right here and use my Alt. I'm just eyeballing this. Your guys' will be a lot better because you guys are gonna put a lot more time and effort. Okay, so then we're gonna click it. We're gonna right click, and you're gonna go to filters. You're gonna add a filter. We're gonna do a color correction. You're gonna press done, and you're gonna make it more transparent so that you could see the background a little bit. You can see how that got like transparent. So you're just gonna, it's all up to you to how much you want it transparent, but I'm gonna go about this much, and then I'm gonna do, or I actually want that a little bit, I want that to filters. That's a little bit not dark enough. I want it a little bit more dark. Okay, done. And I wanted the video to be purple, so I'm gonna click on your video. So you could always change colors of things. So for the video, you can go to filters, and you're gonna press plus, and then you're gonna add a color correction. You're gonna click done. And I'm gonna mess with the hue because I wanted it purple. I like purple. So we're gonna do it this cool deep purple, and we're gonna brighten it up, and we're gonna mess with it a little bit to make it look like Babayam. I like that. What do you guys think? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we're gonna do it this color of purple. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. This is just an example. So we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna add another color source. Add new color source. I'm gonna add purple, and I'm gonna do this like lighter purple. Do you see it? It's this one. Looks kind of like this, and I'm going to go like this. I'm gonna press Alt. There's probably an easier way to do this, but that's just how I do it. And I'm gonna go whoops. And you know what? I'm gonna actually lock the background so I don't keep moving it all around. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna stretch it out a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna make it a little bit transparent. So look, you could copy filters. So copy the black filter, and I'm gonna paste it onto this. And I don't like that purple. Let's go with the darker purple, guys. And I don't like this background. It's not purple. I want it more purpley. So let's go to filters, and let's make that background more of the purple that I had before. There we go. We're getting it. That's more purple. You don't think that's purple? That is pretty purple. Okay. I'm gonna click done. And then I think I'm gonna actually put the purple behind the black to make it look less bright. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add text. So you're gonna go back and click that plus sign, and you're gonna click text, and you're gonna go add text. And I'm gonna put this as starting soon. Then over here, you're gonna type it again, starting soon. And then you always want to make it as big as you can so it's not fuzzy. And then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna pick a font. So go ahead and pick whatever font you like. For this one, I'm gonna pick, oh my gosh, where is it? I'm gonna pick this one because I think it looks really cool. And then I'm gonna actually outline it. I'm gonna outline it in that lighter purple. Done. I'm actually make it a little bit thicker, the purple. And you could also use your guys' arrow keys on the keyboard to move it like side to side, up or down, so you guys could center it. So you got your starting soon. You could add your social medias. Let's see. Let's add an image. I'm just gonna add the little icons for an example. Let's add these. Done. Make them smaller. I'm just gonna put them right there for an example. I don't use those other two. Whoops, let's crop that a little bit more. Okay. And with these, you could actually go to filters, add a filter. We're gonna do actually a color key. And I'm gonna add a color key, and I'm gonna select custom color, and I'm gonna pick gray. I'm gonna take out that gray because I don't like that gray. That gray is not so cute looking. Okay. Nope, hold on. I was close to it. Like that. And then once you have your color, you want to smooth it out. You see those circles around it. Let's smooth it out. You really just gotta mess with the different settings on here. You guys could play with it a little bit. But for this example, we're just gonna do that. Okay, so now I have these cool little cute social media guys over here. And then if you wanted to even add your name, so you'd add another text. You could add your name. Make sure you always put that up, and make sure you pick whatever font you like. So it's really whatever you guys want. Let's just do this just for the example. You could add your name up here or whatever you like. You can move things around. It's really all up to you guys. You guys get creative and you guys put the time and effort. So look, we have a really quick, fast starting soon scene. So let's get into be right back soon. So BRB, let's do a be right back. Done. Okay. So first thing you're gonna do again is you're gonna add your background. So you're gonna go again and go to your nope. Oh my gosh, how do I forget things so fast? You're gonna go to media source. You're gonna click on background. You're just gonna add the same one. See, look, bam, already ready to go, ready to add more stuff. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna add some text. You're gonna click add new source instead, and you're gonna put BRB. You could name it whatever you want, but I'm gonna put BRB, and I'm gonna write be right back, and then we want to make it as big as we can. I'm gonna use that cool font that we used in the starting soon scene, like this. And make it a little bit smaller. I'm gonna put it like a little bit right here because I'm gonna show you guys how to add a video and a chat box and all that good stuff. Hold on, I actually wanted to have a border around it, or an outline. An outline is what you call it. Okay, so we're gonna add an outline. Let's do this pretty purpley outline, and let's outline it a little bit. Okay, done. Okay, so I might actually change that black. Sorry, I'm changing my mind so much, but I don't want it to look horrible. So we're just gonna do straight up black because then it just makes it pop. So now we're gonna add a color source again. I'm gonna do a black color source, and I'm gonna put it right underneath it, and I'm gonna actually add a video. So while you are going to go get a drink of water or doing whatever you gotta do, your viewers can watch a video. So whatever video you have made, go ahead and put it right here, like your past gameplay or something, or your clips, your compilation of clips would be great right here. Keep them entertained. So I'm gonna make a black box like this, maybe a little bit bigger. What about that? Is that a little bit too big? Let's go right there, and let's make the be right back be as long as the box. That looks good. Okay, now I'm gonna add the video. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go to media source, add source. We're gonna do another one, and I'm just gonna put vid for short, even though it's a video. I'm gonna browse. I'm gonna pick a random video that I have on here, and I'm gonna want it to play on a loop, and I'm gonna click done, and then I'm gonna make it smaller so that it fits in the box, and then we could adjust it from there. Okay, let's make it nice and big so that they can see it. Don't forget to use these buttons, guys. These buttons really come in handy. Okay, so look, we got a nice video that they could watch. I'm actually gonna add another color source. I'm gonna add that purple because you could barely see the black. So we're going to make it as big as this, as white as this, and then we're gonna alt it. Don't forget about your guys' alt. it comes in helper. You click, you hold down your Alt and you could drag up and down, side to side, whichever you need at the moment. And I'm gonna actually put this under the video and the black, and I'm gonna move it to where I think it looks pretty good. And I'm gonna put the B right back, like right here. And now I'm gonna add a chat box over here on the right side. So add chat box, you're gonna click this plus button and you're gonna add a chat box. Add source, chat box, and then there's so many different things you could do to your chat box. Go ahead and look through it, mess with it, play around with it, whatever you like the best. It's up to you. Look, I'm gonna show you what the chat box is gonna look like. I'm just gonna type all kinds of random stuff here so you guys can see. Okay, so that's what your chat box is gonna look like. So you're gonna go ahead and make it as big or as small as you want it. So here we go. Looks pretty good right here. I'm gonna actually make it like about this big. I'm gonna put it down a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a color source in the background of the chat box so you could read it a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that black. I'm gonna make it as big. Whoops. That's moving, so I'm gonna lock that down real quick so it doesn't move while I make this black box. So I'm gonna go like this. Try to make your guys' sides a little bit even so it looks good. Okay. And I'm actually gonna, hold on. I'm gonna actually make it a little bit longer at the top because I'm gonna name the chat box at the top. You can name it whatever you want. You can name it the fam, you can name it whatever you want. You can just name it chat box, you can name it the chat. I'm gonna name it in the chat. And then make sure you drag the black underneath the chat box. Oh my gosh, why can't I get this to just stay still? Okay, so I'm gonna call this in the chat. So I'm gonna add a text. I'm gonna click add new source. I'm just gonna put chat. Add source, and then I'm gonna put in the chat. Make sure you guys make that super big like that. I'm gonna add it. Whatever font you guys like. I'm just gonna do, I should actually do it the same font as the other letters so it doesn't look crazy. Where is it? There it is. Now I'm gonna make it smaller so that it fits up here. I'm gonna put in the chat like this. I'm actually gonna outline it because it's just so plain. Let's outline it. Let's use that purple and let's move it over so we can see what it looks like. Let's make it a little bit thicker like that. I like that. Okay, so here we got in the chat our crooked boxes that are not evenly lined. Let's even them up a little bit. Don't forget, when you guys lock something, you guys have to unlock it so that you can move it. Let's move this a little bit more over here. Okay, now I'm gonna add what do you call it? The little bar that shows like your last sub and your last follow. So I'm gonna show you how to make that real quick. So you're gonna go ahead and go to scenes and you're gonna create a, I'm just gonna call it a label bar, a bar label, a bar label. Let's just call it, I can't spell, guys. I can't spell for the life of me, so forgive me for my spelling. Bar label. So for that, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna add a color source. My color source is gonna be that pretty purple. I'm gonna make it pretty long. Let's see, like this. I'm gonna make it about that. Maybe a little bit longer. Okay, I'm gonna make it about this long. I'm gonna make it a little bit, not as, there we go. There we go, there it is. And then I'm gonna go actually back to this one, and I'm gonna actually copy the, whoops, the filter. So copy filter, because I'm just gonna make it transparent. And then you're gonna paste filter, and look, it's a little bit transparent. So here, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna add a text. And you're gonna call it last follower. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Forgive me and that crazy spelling of mine. Okay, you're gonna put last follow here. Last follow. And I'm gonna put that same font that we've been using. If I can find it. Here it is. And I'm gonna make sure it's pretty big, and I'm gonna outline it. And I'm just gonna outline it in a black since the border is purple, just so that it doesn't get lost. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna make it small so it fits in here. Not gonna make it too big, not gonna make it too small. I'm actually going to add those little dots. Okay, just rename this. Oh my goodness. Let's rename this, rename it. Okay, and then you're gonna go here and you're gonna put lots of spaces, and then you're gonna go last sub this, and then you're going to maybe a little bit more room than that. You're gonna go from here to here, and you're gonna click Control C, and then you're gonna click right here, Control V, and then you're gonna type last donator. Hold on. Last donation. Then those little dots, and then you're gonna click Control V again, and then you're gonna put top tier. And then those little dots. We're gonna actually do, let's do the top donator. Okay, done. And you see it's already all there. Look at that, and evenly spaced and everything. I'm gonna actually scoot it over a little bit. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I might actually need to hit this purple and make it a little bit longer so that it matches. Okay. There we go. And now we're gonna add all the names. So to add the names, we're going to click this plus, and we're gonna go to Streamlabs. We're gonna add a source, and the first thing we're gonna do is find our last follow. It shows everything. So Oh my goodness, guys, help me find my eyes. Most recent follower, nope, not that one. Most recent follower, here we go. Make sure the font is good. Then you're gonna come over here, you're gonna make it fit in your box. You're gonna make it fit in your box. Don't forget to, you know what I didn't do? You could change the font, guys. Change the font to whatever you want. I'm gonna change it to this. But go ahead and make it whatever you want. And now we're gonna make it scroll, guys. We're gonna add a filter. So right click, filter, add a filter. You're gonna go down to scroll. You can click done, and then you're going to make it scroll. Look how nicely it's going. Do you guys see it? Whoops. You see it? We're gonna make it scroll more though. I was trying to move this to the side and I lost it. Okay. So once you find a good speed that you like, that's not too fast, not too slow, there you go. And do you see how all the letters are all together? So we're gonna fix that. So you're gonna click done, and then you're gonna right click and you're gonna go to properties. You're gonna scroll all the way down and you're gonna go to use custom extensions, and you're gonna mess around with this because it's different every time. So I'm gonna go for a high number. Start with high numbers. So I'm gonna go for 600. And it made a space. I want it to be a little bit more spaced out. So let's go 800. A little bit too much. Let's go 750. That looks pretty nice. I like that. So I'm gonna click done. And then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna use my arrows to center it. Let's see how that looks. I like it. What do you guys think? Hold on. There's something funky about it. Okay, double click here. It's not showing all the letters at the bottom. So let's go. There it goes. Let's do 150. There it goes. It shows all the letters. We're gonna actually make it a tad smaller. And we have a scrolling, oh my gosh, a scrolling name. So we're gonna do that again. So we're gonna actually just copy this and paste it. Paste it. Paste it. So we don't have to keep doing the resizing for all of them. So then we're just gonna go over here. And then we're gonna rename this. Rename. We're gonna go last sub. Whoops, I don't know where that line came from. Last sub, done. And then you're gonna click on it. You're gonna find your last sub. Most recent subscriber. There it goes. And then you're gonna get this one, bring it on down. You're going to rename it. Rename this is going to be your top donation. And then you're going to click it super fast. And you're going to do this. And there you go. And then you're going to do the same thing for top tier. We're going to rename it. Oh, whoops. Let's rename it first. Rename top tier, done. And then you're gonna double click it or just click it super fast. And then you're gonna do there it is, all-time top tier. I'm gonna go here and there you go. You got your fancy little bar. So then you're gonna go back to your be right back screen and you're gonna go to this plus, you're gonna add a scene, add scene, and you're gonna add your bar label. And looky there, it's already right there for you. You could also use your alt to make it go closer to your bar so it's not so hard to move. And then you're just going to line it up to wherever you want. I'm gonna actually put it a little bit below all this stuff. I'm gonna actually put it a little bit to the side. And look at that, you guys have a cool little bar, and it wasn't even that hard. And I'm gonna actually make it a little bit smaller so that it's evenly matching up with ends. Okay, so right now you guys have your be right back. You got your chat box, you learned how to make a bar label. So now we're gonna go into like the gaming overlay type thing. So first things first is you're gonna add a new scene and you're gonna call it whatever you want. So I'm gonna show you how to make a overlay for like a phone game like Clash Royale. So I'm just gonna call it CR so I know it's a for a game, it's for the game. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna add your background. You're gonna go to media source, you're gonna add source, you're gonna add your background. Whoops, there it is. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go over here and I'm gonna add, so I'm gonna use an image of Clash Royale for an example of where your game would be. I'm gonna add source. This is just to show as an example of where it's gonna be. And I'm gonna put, for this example, I'm gonna put it in the middle. But you could really put it, your gameplay wherever you want. You could put it over here, you could put it over here, you could put it really anywhere you want. I'm gonna put it right here in the center, somewhat in the center. We're just gonna eyeball this. You guys promise me you'll take more time when you guys do your guys' overlays, pretty please. Okay, so we're just gonna put it there. I'm gonna add a source and I'm gonna add the pretty purple. I'm gonna make kind of like an outline, I guess you would call it. I'm gonna outline the game pretty much and we're gonna eyeball it. And then I'm gonna put it behind the Clash. And then I'm gonna add another scene color source. Sorry, not scene color source. I'm gonna add that black. I'm gonna do a little bit like this. And just go like this, and I'm gonna put it behind the purple. Or should I put it above the purple? No, we're gonna put it behind the purple because it's barely making a difference, but it's there. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to add my camera. So let's do a video camera device. Yes, add source. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we gotta do, I just gotta change it to we have the Logitech. There it is. Sorry, my husband's playing upstairs. Okay. Okay, whoop, there I am. There I am. Okay. So you're gonna make your camera, so you could put your guys' camera wherever you want. You could put it up here, you could put it over here, maybe over here, right here, right here, right here, wherever you want to put this camera, you put your camera. So I'm gonna put the camera for this example over here, and I'm gonna make it as big or as small, whatever you guys prefer. You put your camera however you guys want, make it big, small, play around with everything in this. Okay, so I'm gonna add a color source. I'm gonna add that purple. I'm gonna kind of outline I'm going to outline the camera. So it kind of has like a little purple border, so it's not just like plain camera, you know? And then make sure you put your purple behind your camera. And look, there you go, we have a purple, and I'm gonna actually add another color source, and I'm gonna add the black. But this one is, I'm gonna do it, hold on, let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's see, about that much. And don't forget to use your guys' arrows to get things more precise. Okay. That looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna put it behind my camera. So like we got a little border over here. Now I'm gonna add a chat box. I'm gonna add a chat box in this empty space. So we're gonna add this chat box, guys. And I'm gonna type like a million things in here so I know what's going on and where it's at and where it's gonna end and stuff and how it's gonna look. Just so I know. So yes, it's all kinds of gibberish, but that's okay. Okay, so we have to make it a little bit smaller so it doesn't go over the game. And then I'm gonna move it with my keyboard like this. Make it a little bit smaller. Move it a little bit down. I'm gonna take off this top. Okay. And we're gonna do pretty much the same thing that we did for the Be Right Back. So we're gonna add another color source. We're just gonna use the black this time. And we're gonna make it as big like that. I'm actually gonna make it a little bit bigger. Whoops. Like maybe over here. And then I'm gonna crop it. Okay. And then I'm going to add it behind the chat box. And then I'm gonna add in the chat text like we did for the other chat box. And look, it's already done for us in the chat. And then we're just gonna make it smaller. And we're gonna fit it right here. Okay. Now what we're, whoops, that should go a little bit down. Okay. You know what? We can actually add a little purple line underneath the chat box. We're gonna add a line. And we're just gonna use that same purple. But we don't want it transparent. We want it to be just like a straight up line. Okay, and then I'm just gonna alt it to make it super thin. And I'm just gonna put it in underneath in the chat so you could see like the break apart between the two. There we go. That looks a whole lot better. I should probably do it to the Be Right Back, but this is just an example. So now I'm gonna fill up this other side and I'm gonna add a, if you guys want, you could add a chip jar. Add source. You could pick whatever you guys want. I think these are kind of cool. And I'm just gonna click done. You guys could customize it however you guys want. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to make another label bar that could fit right here. So you're gonna go over here, you're gonna make a new scene, and you're gonna make another, like a stacking label bar. I'm gonna call it that. Probably not what it's called, but that's what I'm gonna call it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here. We're gonna add a color source once again, and we're gonna kind of do the same thing we did for the bar label, the first one we made, but we're just gonna make it, instead of it long, we're gonna stack it. So we're gonna add a source. So it's gonna go, just use your guys' imagination on how big that space was. It was about this big, and I want it to be like that big, you think? I think so. And then I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm gonna do that 4 times. Paste, and I'm just gonna use my arrow so it just goes directly underneath each one. Kind of space them out evenly, if you know what I mean. Just like this. I know it takes a second, but it's easier than just dragging and trying to get them on. Okay, so there we go. And now we're gonna do the same thing that we did over here. So I'm going to actually copy this. I'm gonna paste it. I know this is kind of cheating, but I'm doing it. Okay, so then I'm gonna click Alt, and I'm gonna hide all those. And I'm gonna go right here. And there's your last follow. I'm gonna click it and I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste it. And I'm gonna do this. Whoa, I'm gonna delete that one. Yeah, I gotta delete this because it's not gonna be the same size. So remove. Okay, and we're gonna paste it. And I'm not gonna make it crazy. Okay, and now we have those. I'm gonna drag this out to last sub. And I'm gonna put it underneath. Don't forget about your guys' arrows. I'm gonna do it again. And I'm gonna do the top donation. Okay, and I'm gonna put it right over here. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this one. The top tier. Okay, there we go. Okay, and you can rename them if you want. I'm just gonna leave them like that because this is just an example, but I'm gonna go back to here and I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it over here and I'm going to center it where it looks nice, and then I'm going to do the same thing for all of them. So like we got the last sub. Now copy, paste, put it over here. I'm gonna do the same ones. Copy, come over here, paste. I'm gonna use my arrows because it doesn't want to just go where it's supposed to. And I'm gonna do that again for the last one. Copy, paste. See, that was pretty easy. Okay, now we have this part done. Looks pretty good. We're gonna go back to our other scene. We're going to hit this plus sign and we're gonna add a scene. Add a scene and you're gonna click the stacking bar and you're gonna add it, and you could alt it so that it's easier to move around, and you could put it wherever you want, but I'm gonna put it right here above this chip jar, and I'm actually gonna crop it a little bit on the sides and I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, maybe a tad bigger, and I'm just gonna center it wherever I think it looks nice here. And if you have a logo, you could put it up over here. I'll do a little sticker that I made, put it in the corner. You're gonna put your logo or whatever you want. Put your logo there, name it logo. I'm gonna add this little guy. Just gonna add him because he's fire hot. Okay, so then you just add your little guy or your logo in the corner. Hold on, this is taking me a second to make smaller. The resolution is so big. Okay, and you would just put your little logo in this corner or whatever you want. You don't have to, but I think it makes it look a little bit more personalized. Okay. So now you have your little scene for your game, and now you're gonna go to add another scene for, say you play like Fortnite or Call of Duty or one of those games. So you're just gonna make a new scene. You're gonna click it on your game, you're gonna put it over here. And for an example, I'm gonna upload the game image. I'll show you guys how to do the other thing, but for this example I'm going to use the Fortnite game image, but you would originally put your game source, your game capture here. You'd usually put your game capture and you would add it and it would look like this, and it would automatically generate your game. and say your game pops up and you see this. So now we're gonna add a camera overlay. So you're gonna hit plus and we're gonna make a camera overlay really quick. We're gonna do cam. You're gonna go here and you're going to add a media source. You're gonna use just your background and you're gonna make it smaller. And now you're going to add your camera, which is video capture device. And look, there I am. Hi me. Okay, so you can make it as big or as small as you want, but I'm gonna make it about right here. You could also use your guys' alt to make it crop out whatever you guys don't want in there, whatever you guys want. It's all up to you guys, really. And I'm gonna put it in the middle of the video, like this. Hold on, I'm gonna use your arrows. Don't forget that you guys got these arrows. Okay, let's go right there. And then you're gonna go to the background and you're gonna crop it a little bit. And so that it's just like a nice little border. And then when you're pretty satisfied, then you're gonna go over here and you're gonna add a color source. And I'm gonna add the I guess the black source. I guess. I'm just gonna do like a little, whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm gonna lock my camera. So I'm gonna make a little border, just a little tiny border. And I'm gonna crop this and I'm gonna put it underneath my camera. You could barely see it, but it's there. Maybe I should have added it purple. That's okay, this is just an example. And if you want, actually, you could actually leave a space under here. Here, I'll make it bigger. You could leave a space underneath so that you could add your name. So we're gonna add a text. You're gonna do this, and then whatever your name is, you're gonna add it here. Or you guys could just do a little square. But if you want, you could add your name here. Make it whatever you guys want. Change your font. Put your thought in. Make it fun. So there we go, we have our camera overlay. So then we're gonna go back to your game and you're gonna add a scene and you're gonna click on your cam and look, it's already there for you. And you could actually make these smaller so it's closer to your camera, so it's easier to move around and make smaller. And you're gonna make it as big or as little as you want. So I'm gonna add it right here. And then since we already have our bars done, you could add whatever bar you want. So you go to your scenes, you could add your stacking one, or you could add the longer one, whichever one you prefer. You could put, say you wanted to add this one. Don't forget to alt it to crop it. You could make it smaller and you could add it right here, or you could add the other bar that you made earlier. Where is it? Scene. You could do the stacking one. It's really all up to you. You guys get creative. Whoops. Let me lock that. You guys get creative and whatever you like better. You can make it smaller, you could put it over here. I'm actually liking this stacked bar over the other bar, so I'm gonna move me right here, make me a little bit bigger. I'm gonna just put this right underneath here. Let's crop it so it's the same length as the thing, and let's get rid of this one. Remove. And look, you have a cool little camera thing. And then you guys could add really whatever you want. You could add, oh, don't forget to add your guys' alert boxes. This is very important. Don't forget to add this. You guys could customize it more over here. I'm not gonna get too much into it, maybe another video, but don't forget to add this. And then look, you go down here and you could test it, and it shows different stuff, you know, make it as big or as small as you want, but don't forget to add that. You could add that in this one too. Add, and then you're gonna add your alert box. That is super a plus that you have to add, and it makes a cool little ding. Okay, so that's how you make a fast one. We have our starting soon, I'll be right back, our phone game, and then we have our gameplay. So just try to be a little bit more creative, take your guys' time, put in the effort, and you guys will have a nice looking stream overlay. I hope this helps you guys, and if you guys have any more questions, I have my Discord linked below, and I hope you guys have an amazing stream and a great day. See you guys later.